perception must be that Latin America and Mexico, that's where the tone is given nowadays. Everything that moves art comes out of that area. In the northern parts of Europe, we haven't seen such a development ever since the 50s, 1950s. So when you come here and you see how the market moves, how the art is everywhere. Actually, you don't need to go to the museums. The art is everywhere. The paintings, the wall, the murals, everything. It can only fascinate you. This is of course a little dangerous to ask me because I'm biased here. I'm married to a beautiful Mexican girl. I've been for 43 years, so I adore this place. Today I even have learned to live with things I found less adorable. Today I'm in it. I'm actually Mexicanized here. I'm speaking about noises, all the noises in the street, the overwhelming thing that happens in a city with so many people as Mexico City. So the food is, I'm ashamed to say, my second love of this city. I love everything around Mexican food. I am a big consumer of it. We had the pleasure ending the week here with our oldest son visiting us together with our daughter, and actually I realized the more the family is together, the more we talk food. And he came up with the idea that Mexico City will develop into one of the in-cities in the world within the next 15 years. That means for him that's where the youngsters come, that's where the 40 years generation come, not just to celebrate some vacation in one of your resorts, but to enjoy hospitality, see the food, enjoy the food, and be part of the art world of Mexico. And I was thinking about that. That's more or less how I experienced that 10-15 years ago. Our first paintings in Mexico we bought 44 years ago, and we have been collecting ever since. In the meantime, we have more time for ourselves to invest in art, and we have opened 6 years ago an art gallery in Copenhagen, in the center of Copenhagen. And we enjoy more and more to come here and take part in the cultural life of Mexico. Yeah, I would answer it like that. It's not just us enjoying it, it's also a growing part of the population in Copenhagen enjoys it. So it has been a joy to work with Mexico, and we illustrate that with that 6 years ago we had a plan of starting this off in Mexico. It was natural. Mexico is the market we know best, but we never intended to work more than 2 years to show Mexico. The plan was fixed. After that we would move into Argentina, but after these years we are still here. We never reached to Argentina except in correspondence and conversation with our hearts in the art, but of course together with Mexico, where we for our long life soon have had the pleasure of enjoying people like Siqueiros and Orozco and all the other heroes here. I must say that in this company, I would say, until we met ROMGO, our favorite was Wilfredo Lam. And it is I found out later, one of the reasons we click together is assumably now when I learned that Wilfredo Lam is also a part of ROMGO's life. Well, ROMGO's work we saw first time 4 years ago at a dinner at a lovely person who proved to be a colleague of ROMGO's. And we saw a painting of ROMGO on the wall. And why did that click like this? Well, logic, ROMGO might be Mexican, but he's a world painter. It's not ROMGO's works. They go back to inspiration from Africa. They are Latin. They are so much more. They fit in Northern Europe. ROMGO's figures, everybody will admire. So it was my background, and it was also something that was added to what I previously had felt was my top favorites. ROMGO was that, and he is that, because he is universal. You can put it like that, there will be exhibitions in our gallery where people are not in doubt where the artist comes from. Nobody can guess where ROMGO comes from. That's one thing. The next thing is the powers in his figures. I always thought that in Mexico the most impressive thing was to see Siqueiros' hands for power. Beautiful. Figures made by ROMGO are as powerful to look at. And everybody will conclude that. And when people come into our gallery, you can be very sure that they end up in a chair where ROMGO's works are. And without any commercial thought about that, that's what illustrates what we need for the future. We need ROMGO, and what ROMGO can create other painters through inspiration. So he's our favorite. Well, ROMGO's paintings have been permanent in our exhibition, and we run a rather large gallery, so it's been permanent that they have had his own room now for 3 years. After this exhibition, a lot of things depends also on what happens in Mexico City. Personally, I would believe that ROMGO will grow in Mexico City, and that there will be created enough publicity to improve. It's a little too much for us to promise that out of a gallery in Copenhagen big changes can take place. We assumably have to depend on what happens in Mexico first. But for the future, that is the question. And then we will see ROMGO in Paris, in London. No doubt about that. No doubt in my mind. A person who sees ROMGO's exhibition, which we have prepared, or ROMGO has prepared now for October, November this year, there will be people from abroad coming there, seeing it. It will be natural that that exhibition would be moved away. There is only one thing we have to say here on behalf of my wife and myself. we are not but that will give possibility for Romgo to do more paintings and move into these big cities. But we have big friends and art and family in London, so should it be something else to do for the future, we would love to see Romgo move there. Absolutely, but much more than that. It's Romgo has the potential and the gift to play a much bigger role than we talk today when we talk out of Mexico City and into Copenhagen. A much bigger role. If it comes to appreciation of art, I couldn't imagine any country who wouldn't adopt Romgo. Why? For the reason we nearly started out talking that Romgo is an universal artist. He is certainly not just to line up with Mexico. Even if any painter coming out of Mexico can be proud. But Romgo, and I think we have already seen that the last 3 years in Copenhagen, Romgo is much more than that. There will be CV to write with other cities